Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. We're going to talk today about my new harness that I'm going to be using and testing out this year. It's kind of a rock climbing harness with some modifications I've done. I've looked at a lot of people that are hunting out of rock climbing harnesses, and there's some things I liked and some things I didn't, and I wanted to improve upon, and so I think I did here. But we basically have a standard, this is a Petzl. This is called their Pelivan or Gem harness. It's their basically simple harness to it. I'll put a link down below for you so you can see which one it is, but Paddleton or something they call it, but the Gem harness is also what it's commonly referred to because they are a very popular one size fits most, which means that it's going to be very flexible for me to wear a lot of different clothing because they are designed for all different shapes and sizes of people and very adjustable. So it was one of the reasons I went with it. It is also very, very simple and minimalist. I will show you when I put it on. We had some issues we had to face that I had to conquer here to make this rock climbing harness work. First one was none of them really come with Lineman Belt loops except for some of these huge, big, bulky arborist harnesses, and I didn't want one of those. I wanted something lighter. You look at the size of this harness right here versus this that I'm currently using. I mean, look at this, you know, what I've been using and all this that you got to put in there and pack. It's a lot of work and a nightmare, and this is probably 4 times heavier than what this is. So I wanted an improvement on that system. I love that harness. It's minimalist as they get for a full body harness, but I wanted to try something different. So what I did is I took this harness here and then I bought link that I'll show you. There'll be a picture of it I'm showing right here on the screen somewhere of a daisy, not a daisy chain, but an actual link chain, mountain climbing link chain, where each one of these links are rated for 24 kilonewtons as far as power. So they're way stronger than anything else you're going to find out there. Well, that's what I bought, that section of that rope that you just saw. And then I would cut a couple of these links out, and then I took those links and I put them right here for Lineman Belt. So here's the center of my harness. Here is my Lineman Belt loop. It is one of the links off of there. I took 2 links. I put one on each side. Here's the other one. And what I did is I took that link, I put it on this main harness so it's connected there so it's nice and safe. And on the back side, I took a piece of webbing, and I took that webbing, cut it into 3 inches. I laid it over that, and you can see I sewed it right on there just like that so that that now does not move on this strap. But if it were to pop those stitches, it's still not coming off. It's connected to the strap, but those keep them nice and tight right on my side. So now I have both of my Lineman Belt loops are now permanently attached on there, and they stick out like they're supposed to and easy to grab onto. So I solved that problem pretty easily. Took, you know, I mean, obviously my sew job is not the best in the world, pretty basic, but it got it done, and that's actually sewn with Fast Flight serving tool or serving material, and it's 8-strand stick. So I mean, it's not going anywhere. And that's climbing rated webbing too there, so it's not going anywhere. So I love the system, sweet, simple, and easy. And then now the other thing I had to do was figure out what I wanted to do rope wise. So really I'm only running one rope for this, one center rope, which I'll show you here in a second, and it's no carabiners, no anything on that rope. I'm going to use a standard bowline. It's much faster. Now this carabiner and this setup here, I'll show you in a minute, that is there for me to make some adjustments, or if I want to move it into kind of a saddle mode right off the bat. I don't have to have this. I may keep it, I may take it off. It's something I'm experimenting with, but I actually have this rope. It's permanently attached to here, knotted, and I have an anchor knot on here and then backed up with a stopper knot. This is not going anywhere. I've talked to a professional arborist on this. He's the one that told me what knots to use, how to set this up, and so I'm pretty excited about it. Now I am still using my same Lineman Belt that I've showed you guys in like 8 videos now how to make. I'm still using the same exact one. I always will. This thing's incredible with the rope man ascender on it. I have videos on there that show you how to do this. So I'm still using that same exact setup, but for my tie-in now, this is my tie-in. So I'm going to put this harness on. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about how it works, and I'm going to show you it here on a stand that I got set on a tree right over here, and I will get up on there and let you take a look at what I'm talking about with that and how it works. So be right back. All right, so here it is. This is my system right here. This is the harness. I have the Lineman Belt loops right here. I got my Lineman Belt attached to it. Sweet, simple, and easy. Now, I hunt a lot of big trees here where I'm at. This is about average size. A lot of times I have to put extenders that I carry on my pack and my sticks and my stand to get me into these trees. So I need stuff with a lot of slack to get me around these really big trees. It's just the nature of the areas I hunt in. I'm often on smaller trees, but a lot of times I'm on, this is about average, maybe a titch bigger than average, but I need to be able to get around the bigger trees. With the Lineman Belt, it's the same as it's always been. You know, it's sweet, simple, running on a rope man ascender for one-handed operation. Goes right around a tree, sweet, simple, easy. See how these stay open and out? So they're always sticking out like I want because they got that sewn in back on there. But they're always right there. Just sweet, simple, nothing to it, lock right in. Good, I'm set. They're not going anywhere. And like I said, these are better rated than any system I've ever used. These are safer than any system I've ever used on here. So this is 100% legit. I can come out from the tree. I can come in from the end of the tree. My standard Lineman Belt, like I've talked about many times. Now, if I have to go around a branch, the other system I used to use for my shoulders is kind of a pain in the butt. To take that, untie it, wrap it around, hook the carabiner, take up the slack, all this stuff. Also, the way I see a lot of guys do it, where they got the overhand knot in one end, they swing it around, they feed the other end through, push it through, slide the Prusik knot, connect to the Prusik knot. All this headache stuff is getting overwhelming, and I don't want to mess with it. So instead, I'm running just a simple 8.5 mil climbing rope, dynamic rope, like I have been. So I'm just taking this rope right here. If I got to go around a branch, I throw the rope around, I grab it, put it where I want, I take up the slack. Okay, see how the slack's taken up, and I can do this pretty fast here, but I'll do a little slower for demonstration. Then I'm just going to tie a bowline knot in this. I'm going to keep it a little lower. Normally I would do it up there, but let's keep it a little lower so make sure you can see it well here. Am I hitting something? Yeah, all right, there we go. But so anyway, so to do this bowline knot, you can look it up, but it's pretty easy. But I'm just putting a loop right there. I'm taking this slack, I'm running it into here, feeding it right around. And again, you would keep pressure on this the whole time so it stays pretty simple. So you run it around that strap, around the main loop right here, and then come right back into there. Okay, it's just sweet, simple, and easy. Just, oh, I missed it, hang on, when I was bringing it up. But so you take it, very simple, like I said, flip it over, you come up through the bottom, right there like that, wrap it around the chain right here, and then you go right back into the inside. It's just really sweet, simple, fast, and easy to do knot. And then you can walk that slack up. And now look I am that tight right there to be able to go around that branch. So now I can disconnect here. I can climb up my stick or whatever I need to do. Once I get up there, reconnect my Lineman Belt, and then just simply disconnect this. So it's a very simple, functional, fast, look at that. Nothing to it. Let it go. I can leave it loose. I can put it like this and wrap it right here while I'm climbing, whatever I want to do. But it's a simple system that doesn't involve a lot. Same with when I get to the top of the tree. Let's just say I'm up here and I'm in my stand and I get set. When I'm ready to lock in, I can take this rope, again, not messing with overhand, throwing it around, pulling it through, having it slide, you know, that knot slipping down the tree all the time. A lot of the issues we run into with this, I take it, I throw it right around the tree. I'm going to tie this right about waist high, just like this. So I put it in where I want it, give myself enough slack so I'm comfortable for where I'm at on my stand. I put that bowline right here, comes right up underneath, wraps right around, goes right back in, and then I just walk it down, and I make sure it's tight like I want. There it is, bowline, nice and tight. See how that knot's not slipping off the tree? That is staying right there. Doesn't matter where, it's not coming off of that tree. And now I have that set. So I can be in position here and comfortable on my stand. I can shoot everything I want to this way. Now here's the interesting part. If I want to shoot that way, I'm stuck. See how that's catching me and I can't turn? I'm left-handed. So I will wear this rope on this side because this side I can shoot the whole way anyway. I need it to be able to let me turn this way to shoot. So I can do that. So it gives me that flexibility, shoot anywhere I need to out here on the stand. And then I can also turn and I can shoot anything I need to over here by keeping it on my left side because I'm a left-handed shooter. If I put it, like I said, on this side, it becomes an issue. I cannot turn that way to shoot because I got this snag here. So I want to carry this on the other side. Now, what I have this on here for is because if I want to set it up as a saddle mode, In order to do that, I can then, right now it's too long. See, I'm going way out here. I don't want to be that far out, but I need this kind of length to let me shoot comfortably and use it like a saddle, or I mean like a tree stand, but it would be on my other side. But for purposes so you see, that's nice. If I want to, I can take this Prusik knot, slide it up here, and now I can be anywhere on here I want and be in full-blown saddle mode and shoot. I can get myself out far enough from this tree to shoot anywhere I want to, and I have full control to shoot that way or to come in this way and shoot this way, and I can do that. It's kind of a nice feature that I didn't have before. That's why this strap is on here, to give me that adjustability. If I want to use it in some kind of a saddle type mode, it gives me that option. But realistically, I'll probably just leave it like that, and like I said, use it in you know, regular hunting mode. It's right here. It's out of the way. I don't have anything coming from my shoulders that's going to give me a hard time. It's safe. If I fall, I am connected right there. I'm not going very far, and it does what I want it to do. So it's a good, safe system. Like I said, see how that knot holds that nice and tight on a tree. It's not slipping and wandering down a tree, which is what I like. So that there, I think, is the system I'm using. Whether I keep this on here to be able to be in saddle mode like this, I'm not 100% sure. We'll see, but it's not bothering me. But if even, you know, this is even rated for 22 or 2400 or kilonewtons as well too. It's not going to be an issue. And that strap is tough as nails. It's mountain climbing designed to do this. Mountain climbing rope. But even if something here were to break, or somebody's going to go, you should be using a screw gate locking carabiner. I don't care if something happened and this did come off. I'm still connected by the main rope. It's just shortening up a little slack for me to let me be able to go into what I'm calling saddle mode if I want to be in saddle mode. That's the whole purpose of what this is for. So gives me simple flexibility, gives me a great setup, lets me shoot well. It's out of my way. I don't have any more shoulder straps. I don't have anything coming from my shoulders through my vest. I'm really digging the system. So we're going to see what happens with it. Beginning stages, all I've done so far is I've climbed 3 times with it, see what I think of it, see what I like. It's very simple. When I want to come down, I reconnect my Lineman belt. A Bowline Knot is super fast and easy to release. So all I do is pop this, and this thing here is basically done like that. I mean, we're talking quick and simple and easy. So, I mean, look at how fast that was. Even to tie it on. You know, you take the thing, you throw it around, get it set where you want, give yourself a little slack in there, put it through, come up, wrap it right around, drop it back in, and then walk the knot in to wherever you want to be, and I'm done. I'm in. I'm set. If that's too much slack, I take it up right here, like that, like that. And like I said, I'm set and ready. I can do whatever I want to saddle-wise. I can let it out, and I can be in full-blown hunting mode. Sweet, simple, and easy. So I'm really digging this setup. I'm really liking it. I don't have a ton of carabiners and things that are metal and clanking. You can even see this carabiner, I actually taped it. Not that it can get to any buckles, but just because I don't want that noise factor. Ultra lightweight, super simple, very, very safe being connected from the front. This is the safest way. Been proven time and time again that this is a lot safer than having one come from your shoulders. It directs the energy in the right places in the fall. It is dynamic rope, so this is stretchable. Everything about this system is exactly what I've been looking for. And it's really lightweight, compact, takes up 1/3 of the space as what my other system here that I was using right here does. And like I said, with this slack on this thing, I can take it, I can just put it right over my neck like this when I'm climbing. I can let it dangle. I can take the whole set and slide this out here like this. Let's see, which way do I want to go to show you? No, let's go this way. So I can take this, slide it right up like this. If I wanted to, I mean, there's so many different things I can do. Put a simple overhand knot in it like that and just stuff it right in my leg strap right here as I'm climbing, and it's out of the way if I want to. Or what I'm probably going to do out of laziness is just straight up let it hang or throw it behind me over my shoulder like this and let it be right there. Or I'll double it up like I just showed you like this and throw it right here like this as I'm climbing. I got a million things I can do. I'm not concerned with what happens with that rope. It's sweet, simple, out of the way system. So let me pop down here and reset the camera and I'll show you again. But when you compare that size-wise to all of this right here, this harness system, which is tangled half the time. Again, as far as full body harnesses go, this one has been my favorite. I have used these for many years. I hunt them down to try and find them. They don't make it anymore, and it's way better than anything else that's out there on the market today, hands down, without fail. This system blows it out of the water. But we're talking about a lot of crap here that is basically not bad, but it's not. I'm looking for better. It's a great system, but I think this here has the potential to be ultra light, much safer, give me the option of hunting it in a saddle mode if I want to, because these stands I use, they're not real big. I can't shoot from this stand behind a tree. If the deer come into anything other than, I can shoot here a little bit, but that lower limb on a big tree like this gets to be in the way. I don't shoot vertically. I can, but it's hard, but I start to lose that zone right here, and I lose that zone there for my top limb. So you start getting into trouble here on this stand. With that harness, you can't shoot very well. With this, it gives me that option of taking this, putting it on here wherever I want it to be, setting that Prusik knot, or I mean, again, I keep calling it a Prusik, sorry, it's not a Prusik. It is a bowline, and it's not, will not fail. Every arborist in the world and every climber uses bowline knots. So anybody telling me a bowline knot's not good, I don't want to hear it. But so I can use that, I'm just putting it on there temporary for now, and then I can set this with this, and I can take up that slack and use this in a full-blown saddle mode anywhere I want to be and hang out right here, and I can shoot with the tree here now. I can shoot that way, and I can shoot that way, and I can do all that stuff. It's not a full-blown saddle, but if the deer are coming that way, and I'm set like this, and I need to be able to, so I got that slack and I know that that deer is going to start moving through and he's cutting across there, I can just simply take this, snug that slack up, lean out and be ready, and when he does, I can have that bow going right here and I can take that shot. Or if he comes on this side, I can still take that shot. So it gives me that option. So that's kind of what I'm digging about it. Sweet, simple, and easy system, and still in testing phases. Something might change before season. I'm going to do a lot of climbing in it. We'll see what it leads to, but so far, this here is kind of with where I'm standing at and what I'm figuring on. So thanks for watching. Any questions, put them in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.